Hello my angels, how you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. This is your lady Angelina, aka Boss Lady, your entrepreneurial lady, hashtag Dr. Angelina Malahlela. Guys, please do kindly follow me on Instagram. My IG handle is Boss Lady Fashion. So you just look up for Boss Lady Fashion, and on my page I do sell clothes and I do sell shoes. I do sell shoes like for females most of all, but I also have stuff for males, and as time goes on I'll start to add like other products that I do offer, and hopefully you guys will be interested in my merchandise and you'll start to support my business also. And I'd like for you guys to follow me so that you get to know who Angelina is. So please follow me on Facebook. My name is Angelina Malahlela. Angelina Malahlela, hashtag Boss Lady. You know what I'm saying? So yes, guys, welcome back for entertainment. If it's your first time joining this show, if it's your first time joining my channel, you do definitely welcome to the Aura channel, the love channel, the growth channel. And I'd like to say I hope you become a part of this family. So please do definitely subscribe to my channel, and please do make sure that you do hit the like if you love the content that I'm sharing on this channel, and please do share with other people that you think might need might need the information that I'm sharing on this page, because you find that there's people out there that are going through whatever it is that I'm going through, and they might find strength and motivation in what I'm gonna tell you today. So guys, today we'll be having a story time without wasting further of your time. So today we'll be having story time where I get to talk about my year 2020 as my year, and like overall. And before I get to into that before I get to it before I get into that, you guys, I'd like to say I know I've been slacking for a few weeks now, and hopefully going towards the future I'll be more consistent with my page. A lot of things have been happening throughout the past few weeks, like in the past month since I started the page, and I hope that you guys can bear with me and still continue to grow the channel and become a very, very strong family. The reason for that it's because I've had like a lot of, like I'm saying, I have videos but I've never posted them. I have them in my archive, and some of the content now, because I'm starting to, I want to build this channel in a different way. So I'm thinking that the content will come. I will definitely share some of the videos that I've recorded for you guys in the past few weeks, but I feel like this video I'm recording right now is most important because it's definitely gonna give you insight in terms of what the channel is about, and like just really grooming yourself as a person and building yourself. So yeah, breaking down everything, my name is Angelina. I've been studying with the University of Johannesburg, as you guys know. So yep, overall I moved to Johannesburg. I moved to Johannesburg, and yeah, I've been staying in Johannesburg because of school, obviously. And yeah, I've been having obviously challenges, and I've been dating and all that. So until I met this guy, you know what I'm saying. So yes, guys, I'm gonna tell you about my current like where my life is right now, obviously touching on the past. So so what's been happening overall, that's been my focus, that's what I've been pushing, and also like just trying to push my dream practically. And I've never felt so encouraged in my life more than I am like right now, because I feel like in the past, like I've been studying and all that, but the drive in terms of having the drive to build onto my dreams and literally get everything that I want to get, it's just been like having the focus to get to a certain destiny, obviously, like just really get my degree, but never having a plan. I don't think I have had a plan in terms of okay, I want to get my degree and then do this, because I've been studying communication design, which is majoring in graphic designing. So I've been, I'm a designer. I can say that. And my boyfriend is also a designer. That is like literally like the best thing, you know what I'm saying? So let's literally, that's because our world is just literally, it's very very similar, I can say, but different in a lot of ways, because I'm open to like new dynamics of life and insight, and just seeing how someone else deals with life, and also how I've learned also to like, how the relationship has just literally challenged me to become, better, and how I've challenged them to also become better. So just 2020, I can say it's been a year where I've had to like structure my mind, structure my direction in life, like, structure, like, know where I'm going, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, now I'm literally considering I'm definitely gonna do YouTube full time, because it's my passion. It's been my passion to be actually, guys, to talk about like all this whole thing. So because of the pressure of my family, and having to come from a home where, like, they value education, I can say that, going to university is one of my family's goals. It while it has been my goal, but it's never literally, I've wanted to become like, be on television, like speak and be like, do Angelina, those kind of things. Yeah, just I really inspired. I've been inspired by the likes of, Bonang Mateba, like all those kind of people, but not literally going into their field, because I've wanted to be on motivation, like opera kind of moves, like where I get to have my platform where I can just literally like share, life stories, like life journeys, because of I can see how much, most of us, these youth, what we suffering from, we suffer from, like, let me say, the way of us to get to our dreams is being confined. We suffer from confinement, like, like, okay, this is the way you're gonna go to school, go to high school, go to university, get job, all those kind of things. So my passion in life has been to break bounds, like to break boundaries, and I'm realizing now, like, that's so cool. So my passion has just been to break bound and to break boundaries, like to not literally follow on the same line, because I used to question a lot of things. So the reason why I went for design and artistry, it was because, first things first, I was not good with mathematics. And another thing is that I wanted to do science and all of that, but it never really worked out for me. So my strength was in design and arts, So I took what I had strength in. I was like, okay, let me just take this, let me see where it puts me. And then, boof, I went for it, got into university, and then yeah, I had my experience, especially with design, because it's design communications, having to be open to a new dynamic of thinking, like, the past, our past as African people, like just history of design, and how design influence like our daily lifestyle, how design influences, like, influences who we are, like, for example, fashion is design, architecture, the kind of houses that are built, like Soweto is, and like, it's architectural, the reason why it was built the way it's built, and the influence it has on the people staying there, Sentin, like all those kind of confinements, like how architecture comes to design a feel of life, a way of life for people. So those kind of things, like breaking down the different kinds of designs and understanding the influence that design has in our daily lifestyle. So with having to study design, I think it's been a bonus for me, because it really pushed my mind to literally, thinking in an abstract way, because it's been so crazy. So my mind started going crazy, and obviously, because Angie has a lot of dreams, my dream, like, actually my passion is entrepreneurship, like, my passion is dealing with money economics, because I remember when I was in primary school, we had to make a presentation about, what we want to become once we are older. And I remember that time when I was in primary, I wanted to do become, like, and become economics. And then now I'm in high school, because of the influence and the pressure of my teachers, the influence and the pressure of home, they want me to be in university. My teachers at school, it's pressuring, because it's like I'm not an A student, so I gotta do something. So I have to pick something, make sure that I make it to university, please my family, and then, also like still acquire something for myself. Luckily, I managed to pass my metric very well, and I still would have qualified for economics looking at it right now. And my direction going forward is definitely into business and, like design, economics, all those kind of, like, everything I've, like, all the information that I've acquired throughout the years have made me to start to vision, like, to see what I want to, to achieve in the near future. So yeah, that's just been, the breakdown of my, what influenced me to end up, doing what I've been doing. So yeah, so as I was saying, I know there's like a lot of the youth that's suffering from like the same thing that I'm suffering from. I've been suffering from, I can say, I'm not a people pleaser, but somehow I've been influenced. Like, the fact that you look around your society and you look around, especially when you're from Soweto, you look around and you see most of the kids, like someone getting pregnant. Like, you try to run away from those kind of realities, and you feel like it's cast out, like, like those kind of things, they're being cast out by the community. It's not things that are like elders would sit down and teach children. Okay, it's not the end of the world when you go through this is how you can pick yourself up and all of that. And looking at like the community's drugs, like, just, kids from the community, especially Soweto, which is one of my biggest like projects. One of the things that one day I would like to look back and be like, okay, wow, I've brought so much influence into my community to teach and to literally help a lot of people. So it's been like that thing of, okay, getting out of this situation and trying to get into a better situation. So with also that's what I'm looking at, like, that most of the youth is also like going through that, the fact that some are being caught up in, you find that they've gone through different challenges in life, and without the proper guidance, you find that they've given up on themselves, they've given up on the situation, and not looking into like ways in which you can make that situation become better. So it's been like that kind of a struggle from the community. So with looking at that, going to university is more definitely ideal, and getting yourself an education is definitely ideal. Like, it's definitely ideal. But what we must understand, you know now that I'm open to a new way of seeing, I realize, okay, now, Angelina, without me having to acquire my own degree, with my other friend who they've acquired their degrees maybe 2 years now, 2 years now. The other one luckily got a job. He works in Cape Town, and then he works nicely. You know what I'm saying? And still, he's like, Angie, this is not my dream. Do you understand? So it's been that kind of a thing of, we find ourselves in this system. It's a chain system which chained our parents. It's locked. So our parents got chained within that system, of which, they were locked into, like, they were working for certain, like, for big companies, and they've been working there for years, retirement, all of that, never really got a chance to achieve their dreams. And we look at the youth also now, like, the struggle to really find a job. Having to work, it's a great thing, I don't want to lie. I also would love to have like a good job where I can build, like, my financials, build my credits, and build certain things, like in terms of financial and my experience. Because if I get a when you work for a good company and you have a good boss, then you learn the dynamics, like you learn you learn how to build yourself. And especially because we're going for big careers, like people want to be engineers, like great engineers. So if you have a great boss who is like an engineer, you get to see how their company is run and how you can use the dynamics in that business to enforce yourself, like the connections. Because once you start working for a big company, you're open to meeting, like the big guns in the game, and you get to interact from a small scale. But it doesn't mean that the whole, like, the future is reliant on that. So I've had to like unlock myself on that level, you know what I'm saying? So okay, I challenged myself. Still, I was like, okay, I'll go into communications, try to still, even if I'm not done with my studies, what I will do is I will work in communication and learn what the industry in communication is about. So starting small, starting having a small position within a communications company, and then obviously growing myself from there. So currently there's this like, currently I'm not working, you guys, because I got pregnant. Me and my boyfriend, we're expecting a baby. Oh my God, which is a great blessing in my life. Because at the point where where I found out that, okay, Angelina, you are pregnant, I had to, I had to like shut down everything, and be like, what do I want? Because I know my family will be like, no, this is not where you should go. Like, this is, and because of looking at like the generational things that have been happening, like their experiences, and having to have fear that, okay, this happened to your parents, or this happened to your mom, or this happened to me as your aunt, or this happened to me as your sister, or this, I don't want that for you. So with having to break from other people's fears, and especially like the fears of the youth, because like if you go on the internet, as soon as I got pregnant, started researching, like seeing how other people have gone through all that themselves, how they've gone through the process of having to expect a child, like having to go through all, it's a magical process. I do not want to lie. Having to expect a baby in your life is change. It literally brings an anointing in your life and change into your life. And and literally, I've never been blessed in my life like I am blessed right now. Because I was never gonna see what I'm seeing right now. I was never gonna, not that I was never, but I do not see any other way my life could have turned out than having to expect my baby right now. So overall, 2020, that's what had happened. Like, having to analyze, okay, my influence in life, okay, this is what's influenced me. Okay, education wise, I've been influenced like this. So now my plan is, how do I move forward with this? Like, since I've made a decision to be where I am right now, how do I make a decision to move and build and become on a higher level in my life? So first thing, I review my education, and I'm like, it's a value. It's something that I value in my life, no matter how long it's gonna take me to reach to that goal, or no matter, because I'm passionate. Like, now it's a spark in me. I'm not, okay, creative wise, like in terms of drawing and all of that, I could say there's greater designers out there. I can use those designers, but in terms of communication, in terms of understanding design, in terms of, having, in terms of planning, because design is, in terms of idea building, I am a great designer because I can come up with a great idea, whereas another designer can illustrate that idea into life. So I've had to find my positioning into the design world and be like, okay, from everything else, I do see there's a lot of graphic designers, but I'm a mental designer. Like, I get to the people, you see the people that have created the structures of architecture, the people that have created the structures of what you see, the websites, the Facebooks, all those kind of people. I fall into that category. So from that category, how where I am right now, because I literally need to design and draw those things, of which it's my boyfriend's it's his strength. He has strength in creative designing and illustrating and giving you like the actual idea, bringing the project into life. And my struggle has been that most of the time, I wouldn't say, and now having to have learned, and now having to have given myself the time to review myself and be like, okay, this has been my challenge with education, but what do I want to give up? No, I don't want to give up, because it is my passion. It is my passion to build my society. I mean, there was a plan on how to design the city of Johannesburg, and it had to come from a designer, and it's not an architect, it's someone who's an ideologist. So Mina, I'm an ideological designer. So I've had to restructure and rethink and find myself and find that position where I'm like, okay, Andy, from all of this, this is where you are. And how do we get there? So I've had to break down everything. So now I have to start accepting. I'm like, okay, it's cool. I'm accepting this challenge. It's okay. I'm accepting this challenge. And now I have to be like, okay, it's okay. So I'm pregnant, it's okay. Thanks to COVID, we doing everything online. And besides that, thanks to COVID, I get to deal with this privately. Like, I get to, collect myself and, just literally make a decision for myself. And then looking at my life, okay, now as Angelina, now you're going to become a mom, so okay, how did I find out that I was pregnant? I went to the hospital. Oh, how did I find out? I found out, how I found out? I found out because obviously it was that time of the month, and then I see, okay, those days, they came, plus it was that week of the month and Vela already. That's the time I'm expecting to see my periods, and then I'm, okay, that time of the month, oops. God. Okay, yeah. So obviously that time of the month comes, and then I have to go on my period, and then I don't see my period, and then I'm like, okay, I'm pregnant. I just thought about, because I know that my actions, like, this is what I've been doing, this is what, and I know that I've done what I've done, and those were my actions, and now I have to deal with the consequences of the actions. So I was like, okay, and then I ignored it, continued with my lifestyle, everything, still sipping on, the drinks whenever there's drinks, and still, doing the things. Yeah, you know how it is, In fact, guys, I won't break down like my whole lifestyle, but yeah. So, and then after that, it's after some point, like, let's say after a week or two, because I didn't get those sicknesses, like the morning sicknesses and all that, I was still fine. And the next few weeks, I went to the doctor, and then after going to the doctor, I found out that, okay, they did the test on me, like the urine test, and then I found out that, okay, they confirmed it. They were like, girl, you're pregnant. And I was like, oh, okay. And then first thing, I took the test, and then I showed my boyfriend, and then my boyfriend was like, oh, okay, we are pregnant. I don't want to lie, it was very, very challenging for the both of us to literally accept, and because that time we were having challenges, we're having a lot of challenges, because we still having fun, and both of us, we are new parents, like we've never been parents before, like we we're literally new to this whole thing. And like literally it was just, I had to be strong emotionally, like, to be honest, like, and having to think about, like, seeing, looking, and thinking about, like, thinking about people around me and what they've also been through, considering abortion and all those kind of things. Just thinking about it, like, looking at it, looking at the whole process. Yo guys, yo, I don't advise anybody to put themselves through that. The person who designed this abortion thing, that person, I need to talk to them personally, and that day I need to have, like, literally a sniper, what do you call, an assassin, so they can assassinate that person. And then I also need someone to destroy these machines that do those things. Anyone who practices that thing, guys, it's excruciating. Thinking, like, just looking at it, I can imagine someone going through it. Yo guys, I can imagine someone going through the process of having to abort their child. It doesn't really matter, like, it doesn't really matter. Yo, so the system, I feel like it's just really like that. That's the challenge we are facing. Like, it's like these blood sacrifices, like, the world, let me just say, life is spiritual. And that's what I've had to realize, like, the emphasis of the year for me, it had to show me how spiritual life is. Because spiritually I've been praying and, like, okay, asking God, this is, I want my life to go in this direction. And once I acquired my child, I see my life going in that direction. So it's like, okay, without my child, somehow I'd still be caught up in my old ways. Like, I'd still be caught up in my old doings. I'd still be caught up in, like, my old self, like that self. Because now I'm, like, more, I think I have more, I see, like, that's what I'm still learning, like, to love. Like, love is something, it's very challenging to love. So it's one thing I've been learning is to love, and loving yourself and loving everyone else around you. It really is a huge challenge. And so that's definitely one of the things that I've had to learn this year. And most importantly, you guys, so yeah, so guys, we need to, like, do a campaign of anti abortion. Rather, I don't know, it's not a solution. I wouldn't advise anybody going through any situation, sit down and think. Because at the end of the day, I won't say, I never told my family, like, I had to stay, like, it's 7 months or 6 months without telling my family, without, like, most people never knew. It's only close people, because the first few months of my pregnancy, like, because I'm so small, people wouldn't even see. Even you guys now, you can't see, because I am, and my baby is, like, literally here. So it's just that thing of, you wouldn't, if you don't know me, then you wouldn't know. So it was that thing. I've had to be private about it, because of, like, the challenge, like, because the world will make you feel like it's a bad thing to have a child, you see. And it's not a bad thing, because once upon a time I was a child. And even though, life has been challenging, I don't want to lie. For my parents, it's been a blessing to have me in the world. And for any other child or any person that's in the world, it's a gift from God. It's like God given. You don't choose. Like, what I've realized, even if we can say we plan to have babies because we're waiting to acquire money, my parents never had money. Even the parents of those people that have money today, that are waiting to have children when they have money, their parents never had money or whatever, like, it is, but they had the love, which is most important to growing a child. And a child grows because of the mother. Like, I feed the child grows through me, the mother. So once, even with animals, you can see animals don't have money, guys, but they have so many children, they have babies, they give birth, they don't kill their children, they reproduce. It's part of who we are as human beings, to reproduce and, give back to humanity by birthing our children, and knowing that it's God's responsibility. God is our father. God is our father. It's our father. And for me, I know there would be provision for my child. I know, maybe I don't have, like, obviously all the money to buy the expensive clothes, or like, of which is not my, I want my child to look beautiful. And when a child looks beautiful, it's coming from within to outside, because I feel like the beauty from within blossom outside. So that's what I want for my child, to give them that love. And and then God will bless me with everything that I need, so that I can provide for my child. So having to be strong spiritually, having to know my position, having to know who I am, like, so I've had to, it wasn't a challenge for me, it was a challenge at some point, like having to decide, okay, but it has been my decision has been, I'm keeping the child. It will only be those times where I'll be like, how will I tell my family, how will I tell like, you know what I'm saying. But it just happened gradually. I just kept quiet about it, and then gradually over time, because the baby is growing also, and because of, and my family, the family of my boyfriend, they've been excited for us, like, so super excited. And my boyfriend has been so supportive, even though we've had challenges. Like I'm saying, it's never been like really, all beautiful, until, like, it's never been all like cherries. And that's what I'm appreciative, the fact that, like, he just has been that person who's like, I will be there, and who's wanting to be there, even though I could be so mad and be like, like, looking at all the problems I've been facing, because I've been alone, and he has been having like the support from his family, and he has been my support also, like, you understand. And that time, sometimes when we have our own differences and I feel like I don't have that support, then there will be like that time where I would feel like, like, what am I going to do? Like, feeling like, but my faith in God, like my faith and knowing that I will definitely live for my child, and I will definitely do everything for my child, like, there's no doubt to that. There's no doubt to me living and making the best of this moment, because, like, there's so much more to live for. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna be I'm an example to somebody. Somebody is looking up to me. Like, I will, I'm a representative of my child. So it's just a big anointing. I feel so anointed. Like, it's womanhood, it's motherhood, and it's so beautiful to enter into that stage of my life right now. And there's nothing like, you're so young. I feel like we have souls, and our souls are ancient, and they have so much wisdom. That is why you find that women grow very quickly, and that is why we find our bodies become mature and all of that, obviously because of the rules and the standards of the community. At this age, obviously, I should be having other things I've acquired, maybe acquiring my wealth and all of that. And I feel like it's so beautiful that I have so much more to acquire because of my child. So for me, I think it's been that big blessing, that eye-opening moment. So yeah, so now I'm just, accepting. I've accepted my child. I've accepted myself. I've accepted everything that's around me, and having to have so much support from the father of my child, like, it's been such a blessing. It's been such a huge blessing. And I just really appreciate the fact that it's so nice. Like, I don't want to say it's, it really is. I just love where I am in life right now. I just realize, like, I'm appreciative of where I am in life right now. I haven't really achieved everything I want to achieve, but I have a direction, and with having faith and having to work hard, like that's what I realized. I had to learn that everything is hard work, you guys. Hard work, you know, hard work is hard. Hard work is hard. So this child, Mina, I think I've been lazy before the baby, you know, because yeah, I've been so lazy. But now with the baby, I I'm like, I want everything. I go for it. I go for it. Like I wanna go for everything. Like everything. I just wanna go for it. You know. So currently, right now, definitely not working because of the fact that you know they always tell me there's no company that's gonna employ you when you're pregnant. So I have to make deal with that. And uh, so currently my boyfriend is the one who's working and taking care of the house and taking care of things, you know. And yeah, Mina right now, I'm just taking care of my body, the baby, you know, taking care of making sure that I become strong spiritually because it's very challenging. And yep, and like just you know adjusting to the fact that I have to be chilling for some time. Like every phase has, every time in life has a phase. And if we understand those phases, because it's like sometimes we want to go against the phases, you know. Like I've been going through so many phases and then I want to go against them. So now I want to go with the phases, like, and hopefully like God will just guide me and you know be my strength in this time, you know, going towards giving birth and then having to have my baby and then like structuring other things after that, you see, resting my body and then going back to hard work, you know. So yeah, that's like that's where my mind is right now, literally seeing my child grow and all of that. And yeah, guys, I just really wanted to share that, you know, like that's what's been happening with me. And even with the past few weeks, like with my journey with God, like finding myself, like, because finding yourself is knowing who you are, you know, knowing who you are. People will tell you what they think you are. People will tell you how they want you to be. People will tell you, people will always be disappointed, you know. And I don't think I've been a people's pleaser, and I think it's a big, is it a big problem, guys? Please just comment, guys, like comment. Is it a big problem? Is it a big problem that Andy, like, I don't keep up with what other people are doing? Like that's what I've always told. Even my grandma would be like, "Yo, smang ugo guy," like, you know, and I'd be like, I don't know, because I never really keep up with what other people are doing. But I do keep up, if you understand. Like I do keep up. Like I keep up. I look at females. Like there's this girl, Tiamo. She's a mom. She's 23 years of age. She's working. She's structured. She has twins. Like I keep up with her because she's like in the line. Like she's in line with her own life and doing beautiful things for herself. God bless. And I like to see myself structuring my life in such a beautiful way and acquiring whatever it is that I want to acquire. So I'm just in, like, I like seeing the beauty in how she's dealing with her life and achieving so much, you know. So it's just literally the thing I keep up with. I just really admire beautiful things. I do watch people and I'm like, wow, this is so beautiful. Wow, you did this. This is so beautiful. But in terms of keeping up, like trying to find out who is where in life, who's doing what in life, no, I have so much to deal with. Like and now, like, now this other day, my other high school mate, my friend, I can say she's my friend, you know. But Mina, personally, like where I am right now, no, guys, I don't, like, you see, friends, they can be good, they can be bad, you know, they can be good, they can be bad. And what I can say is, for me, at this point, I'm not a friend person. Like my friend is my boyfriend and definitely my baby best friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is where I'm like my mind is just really there. The interests in terms of, I do have those ladies. Let me just say, I have friends, like those girls I went to high school with, that I feel like, in fact I do, in fact now they've integrated into sisterhood. Like there's certain people I can be like, yeah, this one is like, I haven't spoken to her like in 10 years. Like my other friend, I used to stay at her house when I started university. I stayed at her house. Today, like, I know she'd be so mad at me, like, Angie, you don't even come to see us. Like, I haven't seen her in a while. But when we are speaking on the phone, she never changed. She never switched up. She's still the same person I left, and I'm still the same person she left, like the same person she knows. So those, like, that's my kind of, I don't even think she's my friend anymore. It's like a gift from God. When God gifted me that person in my life, it's a gift. Shout out Katejo. Shout out. I hope you're gonna watch this. But yeah, so it's like, it's just a few people. It's a few people you can call friends. It's only a few people, and because it's only a few people. It's only a few people. So yeah, with friends, guys, Mina, I don't do friends. I don't do friends. Yes, we can go out for lunch. We can talk about a lot of things. But I would advise people, just your life, let your life be your life. You don't have to. I don't have to confide. Like that's what one mistake I've done. And then okay, but I've never. I've been so private. Hey, I've been a private person, even if I've had friends like people around, because sometimes we think we have friends and then there's just a lot of people, like people are there like in your life, like taking your time, you're very supportive to their dreams and all that, whereas they will not be supportive to yours. Like they don't believe in your dreams like you believe in theirs. So you never know what's happening with someone else. You never know what their intentions are. So with that lady I'm talking about, saying she's my friend, I know her aspirations. She wants to be married. My aspiration is that. It's raklika, like one understand raklika, like the wavelength where we are in life is waving at the same wavelength. And there's those friends that you find they're waving at another wavelength and you're trying to be on that wavelength, and it's really not breaking up. So for me, friends, no, guys. Yes, we could go out for lunch. We can go we can go, we can ceremonies. Like if there's a ceremony at your home, we will come, we support you. If there's like, something, I'm doing something, like, guys, come, let's eat meat, Gobe monate, ra jaiva. But then in terms of who I keep close, in terms of what I want, certain things I speak about in my life, like there's certain things I speak about, and specifically I speak about those things with specific people. It's not just everybody. I would be like, hey, yo, when this is this, oh, today get down, no. Even if I'm down, whether I become like, oh, I'm so sad, and I just tell my boyfriend. But when I get on WhatsApp, I'm just like, wow, that wow is like, wow, you're hobo choco. But you put on a heart, you confuse people, because once you're like, wow, or maybe you show your sadness, like, we've been waiting for that time for you to be sad. So it's like that thing. Don't give people leverage over your life. Don't give people leverage over your life. And like, it's very, very hard to, it's very hard. I don't want to lie. There's certain days I can be very, very angry, and I tell my sister everything. I'm like, oh, my sister, like. But what I love also about that lady is that through everything, they've never given me like bad advice. Like they know everything I've been doing. Like even though they're not where they would love to be in life, or they also facing challenges, like what I love is that their intentions for me. You see, that's the thing. Someone's intentions for your life, like that's the most important, you see. So their intentions for me are very, very clear. So when you guys, I would advise that if you say you have friends, their intentions, you need to know each other's intentions for each other's life, because their intentions, they say a lot, like they say a lot. I'm not saying I know everything. I'm learning every day. I'm learning every day to become a better woman. I see from different people. I learn from myself. I learn from my own relationship. I learn from my baby. Like I learn to conduct myself better. Like, it's just really a learning curve. Life is a learning curve. You can never say you know everything. You know, you're just continuously learning and growing yourself. So guys, I don't want to be very, very long. So already I'm long. It's like 40 minutes in, and you know, it's just been, yeah, it's been the talk. I'll just call this the talk with Angelina. So yeah, guys, you just tell me what you want to know. Like, just comment down below and just tell what you want. Ask me any kind of questions. It can be whoever, anybody out there, like anyone who knows me. You know, it doesn't really matter. You know, if you need help with something, just shout out. You know, like, you know, if you're interested in studying those kind of things, like, just really ask a few questions. Like, if you have a question to ask. If you have a comment to say it. You know, and I'd like to motivate someone out there, those young mothers out there, you know, ladies, girls, you know, expecting babies. You know, I'm just saying, I know, baby girl, it's not easy. It is literally not easy, but just know that everything has a phase. You will look back on to this time of your life and be like, wow, I've been so blessed. What I would advise you is just have a clear vision of where you're going, convict yourself, believe in God, pray hard, and just focus on yourself, focus on the baby, focus on God. And if you have support from your family, the father of the child, everyone who's around you, that is great. Even if you don't have that support, do not beat yourself down. Everyone supports you. The whole world supports you. God supports you. The angels support you. You are blessed, Mugeli. Mugeli, you are blessed. So don't ever look at your pregnancy and be like, nah, you know, no, you are blessed. You are blessed. You're blessed. Because, like, I've been looking at this thing. We take things so lightly. We think, you know, not everyone. Round two. But not everyone, guys, can have a child. That's one thing we are not paying attention to. Not everyone can fall pregnant. Not everyone can be a mother. And it's not everyone who has the opportunity to give birth. So if you are expecting a child, brace yourself. It's the biggest achievement in life. Like, you're in life, look at the people. Those are the values of life. Like the trees, the people, like those are the values of life, irregardless of the money and whatnot. The money, you will get it. I told you, our Father in heaven, which is God, our Father in heaven provides for every need, that everything that we need, everything that we need. So I like to pray in the name of Jesus that you find healing and you find strength, and may your dreams and your aspirations come true. I pray for you and I say, God bless you, bless each and everyone who's watching this. May God bless you, bless my life, bless everybody else. In Jesus' name, I pray, amen. So guys, love yourself so much, and whatever it is that you're going to be, like educational challenges, keep pushing forward to push, because there's no set time. Your life is, you're the one that's gonna decide, okay, this is how I want to direct my life. And you know, the consequences, you're the one that's gonna face the consequences at the end of the day, of the good challenges, of the good and of the bad, be it the challenges, be it the choices. It will be us that will face those consequences, and hopefully that we manage to make the right choices, and God direct our path, and God show us the right direction for us to move into, you know, because I don't think in life you ever experience something that you're not supposed to experience, you know. So guys, we're taking Iman strong in your own experience, whatever you're experiencing, Iman strong into it. Like, keep your life sacred, and for example, let me make an example with Jesus. Jesus never went to other people and started complaining like, you know, but Jesus just went and he prayed to God that, okay, God, I'm facing this and my challenges are this and this and that. and he would find the answers from God. So no human being has the power to direct you. No human being has power over your life. You have the power to make your life become what you want it to be, you know. So be it you're rejected, be it whatever it is that you're going through, they are rejecting you for a reason. Everything you're going through, it's going for a reason, and that reason is greater. Like, it's, yeah. So guys, you serve such a huge purpose, you know. So I would like to say so much love to you guys. I've been talking so much. Oh, do you see my baby? I've been talking so much, and what I want to say to you guys is that, okay, what I want to say to you guys is that I hope that you're having a great day wherever you are around the world. If you are here in South Africa, I hope that you're having a great evening. If you're watching this in the day, I hope that you're having a great day, good morning, wherever you are. Please enjoy yourself and enjoy your life. I love you so much. God bless you. So guys, please don't forget again. Please do subscribe to my channel, because I would literally, I appreciate that. And also, please do make sure that you like and you share the content with other people that you feel might be going through the same situation that I'm going through. And also, guys, please do make sure that you like this page, you subscribe, of course, and you hit the notification bell, because that will be so much appreciated by a lady. So yes guys, that's it from me, Boss Angelina, Boss Baby, hashtag you know, Dr. Angelina. I forgot myself. Boss lady, you know, boss lady, boss lady, boss lady, you know, boss lady. I'm joking, but yes, guys, I'm not joking. Boss lady for sure. Yeah. So do follow me on IG or Instagram. My IG is Boss Lady Fashion. You know, and you can get me also on Facebook, which is Angelina Malahlela. Your support would truly be appreciated. Please do make sure that you follow me on Facebook, you follow me on Instagram. I love you so much, guys. I hope that you're having a great time. Love you.